Alright guys, let's take a deeper look at this box set. I love the cover to this. You have Daniel LaRusso and Miyagi looking over his shoulder like, you better be doing things right. I'm watching you. That's basically what he's doing. Look at him. He's watching him. Over here you have a scene from Karate Kid Part 1 where Daniel is practicing the crane kick on the stump. And then here you have a bonsai tree, which is basically a symbol throughout the Karate Kid movies. The bonsai tree is very important. Especially comes important in the third movie. But anyway, great cover. Love the cover to this. Alright, on the spine here, it's got the Karate Kid Part 2, and Karate Kid Part 3. Also has a little bit of Daniel's shoulder there, which connects to the front of it. But that's pretty neat. Turn around on this side, you have all the movies. Right there, all in black. The Ultra HD Blu-ray. You can turn it, I guess, on this side here just to show you a little bit. So this was released by Sony. They did a very, very good job with that. There's nothing on the top, and there's nothing really on the bottom. But on the back, that's what I want to touch on here. The back is amazing. Here we have an illustration of all the characters from the movies. Basically all the main ones, I want to say. So on the top there, you got Johnny versus Daniel at the All Valley. You have Kreese, and above there is the Cobra Kai snake logo. You have Johnny Lawrence underneath him. Right here in the middle is Daniel and Miyagi. Now this is a shot from Karate Kid Part 3. That's what that's from there. Over here you have Lucille, which is Daniel's mother, and then Allie. Underneath them are characters from Karate Kid Part 2. You have Yukie. You have Sato, Coward, Chosen, and Kumiko. Amazing. Look at this. This amazing illustration, guys. This is awesome. Over here, we have characters from Karate Kid 3. You have Terry Silver, my boy, Mike Barnes, and Jessica. And then you have Miyagi's house with the sanders there. Sand the floor. I can't move my arm, all right? Right here, it says, I don't know if that says Gilby or what that says, but must be the illustrator. Amazing, guys. This is worth it right here. This is amazing. I love the look of this. So cool how they added all the characters. Like they mean something, you know? So basically, you know, the front of this and the back are just really, really cool as far as the box goes. Alright guys, we're going to take a look at these individually. We're going to start with the Karate Kid, the 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray. They released this before. I actually think I have it without a slipcover. But yeah, the first movie was the only one that they released on 4K. I like what it says here. He taught him the secret to karate lies in the mind and heart, not in the hands. So this is basically, you know, the Karate Kid poster, or you know, one of the original cover arts, which is really, really cool. I really like it a lot. You turn it over on the back, and all of these are the same, basically. I mean, they got the symbol here, and then very faintly you can see images from the film. You can see them. They're there. If you don't show, then it's open season on him and you. So yeah, there are images from the first film there. So that's pretty cool. Let's take off the slip cover, and of course you have the same thing with the case. Now on the back, you have the synopsis, you have some images, there. And then the special features, you got Remembering the Karate Kid, 4K, a look back with stars Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, Martin Kove, deleted scenes, all that stuff. And then the Blu-ray also has like featurettes and things like that. So pretty cool. Open it up. And so you have, this is cool how they have different cover arts for the discs. So you have the 4K one, which is the original cover art, and then you have this one, which is kind of neat for the Blu-ray. I'm glad they kind of switched it up, and you know, they put a little creativity in it, which I always appreciate. Daniel actually looks concerned there. He's like, what am I doing? But anyway, yeah, that is really, really neat. Very well done box set, I gotta say. That's the first Karate Kid movie. Let's put that aside. And let's take a look at the Karate Kid Part 2 here on 4K. The very first time this is on 4K right now. This is one of my favorite cover arts. I love this cover art. If you guys remember the NES video game, The Karate Kid, this is what you see on the main screen. This movie is about Miyagi more than it is Daniel. It's definitely one of my favorite sequels of all time. Right here it says, one more lesson to share. The price of honor, the power of friendship, and the way you must fight when only the winner survives. Fantastic. On the back, the same symbol, but you can faintly see some images from the film. Fear is what you leave. This! This is your teacher's fault. You are a man with honor. You will live. But he is not. Eh? Really, really awesome. Guys, I love Karate Kid. Like, I love the series. It's just awesome. Let's take this off. Take a look at the case. The case is basically the same. Now, I think there are some new features here. You got the images from the film, but if you look down here, it's got commentary with Ralph Macchio and Tamlin Tomita, who played Kumiko. I believe that's a new feature. It's got deleted scenes. Some of the ones that are even on the Blu-ray and the DVD is the original feature at the sequel. Now you can see that on the DVD and the Blu-ray. So that's an older one, but I think these are new, which I'm really interested to hear the commentary with Ralph and Tamlin. So really, really cool, man. Let's take a look at the discs here. This is cool too because, again, you got the 4K, which is basically the cover art, and then you got this artwork for the Blu-ray, which is basically Daniel trying out the drum technique. You know, he doesn't listen to Miyagi. He gets up on the platform, he pulls the lever, and the spike comes down, and he almost gets killed. Yeah, I'm sorry I did that. That was pretty stupid. Fantastic. Awesome, guys. This, you know, Sony did a great job with this. This box set is just amazing. So that's Karate Kid Part 2. Now we're going to get on to the Karate Kid Part 3 on 4K. Now, what's interesting about this is that the Karate Kid Part 3 never really officially had a Blu-ray release. They actually packaged it with the next Karate Kid. You could barely even get this in a single Blu-ray release. I remember I had to get one that was actually like an on-demand copy or something like that. It wasn't an official release. I think I still have it. But in this case, you get the 4K and Blu-ray. So the very first time on 4K. And I love how it's its own movie. It's not packaged with the next Karate Kid. So it's its own thing. I freaking love it. This movie, I think, deserves more credit than it always, you know, gets. It just seems like they always crap on it. And I know a lot of people think it's the weakest of the bunch. When it comes to the three movies, for me, I like all three of them. But yeah, I would say I'd put this third when it comes to all three of the films. Right here, it says first it was teacher to student, then it was father to son, now it's man to man. I love this cover art. I remember going to the video store back in the day, during VHS times, and I remember seeing this cover art, and I just loved it. There's Miyagi and him on top of the mountain there doing kata, and then a picture of them two there. I love the chemistry between these two in this film. And on the back, of course, now this is different. This symbol is not like here. Let's pull out the Karate Kid 2. So there's the symbol for 1 and 2, but this one has a bonsai tree, which again is a huge symbol in this movie. But there you have some images from the film, very faintly. Get on that line! Get on that line, LaRusso! You're nothing. Now time, let out! I like Karate Kid Part 3. A lot of people crap on it, like I said. Let's take the cover art off and look at the case, which is basically the same. Now, here is something that I kind of have a gripe with this. It doesn't seem like this has any special features. It doesn't list any. I haven't watched it yet, but there's nothing here. All there is a synopsis, and that's it. That kind of that's a negative for me. I know there is deleted scenes, and there's casting tapes, and there's things like that for this film. You can see them online. I don't know why we can't have those here. I don't know why they couldn't put any special features. It just doesn't make sense. It don't even have the trailer, I don't think. Yeah, it's I don't know why box sets they do that in box sets. It's like you do so well with certain movies, but then there's some that you just don't do anything with. And again, this is just another way of crapping on this movie. It was a step in the right direction that you gave this its own release on 4K, on Blu-ray. Great. Clean it up, make it sharper, all that stuff. But you don't add any features. That really ticks me off in a way. So let's line these up here. We have different cover arts for the discs. Once again, the 4K always sticks with, it seems like, the original cover art, and then the Blu-ray goes a different way. So here we have Mike Barnes versus Daniel. This is basically the final moment before Daniel flips Mike Barnes over and then hits him in the chest. He's doing kata right there. That's basically the final scene. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like the cover arts. The cover arts are fantastic, guys. They did a very, very good job with that. So, yeah, I would say, like, that's a negative for me. The fact that this doesn't have any special features, it bugs me. It really does. So, that is it. That is the Karate Kid box set from Sony on 4K. Definitely worthwhile. It's definitely worth picking up. I mean, I think, if you're a Karate Kid fan, don't pass it up, really. It would look good on your shelf. It's, great for your collection. If you're a fan of the Karate Kid movies, just pick it up. 4Ks are a common thing now, and some of them you can find cheap, some of them are expensive, but I'm just glad to see these older movies cleaned up and on 4K. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this, and I'll be back with more horror-related stuff. I know this has nothing to do with horror, but I'm going to be doing videos where I'm not doing, like horror, thriller things. I'm doing different things. So, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.